Well, hey, you guys, welcome to this Minute with Mama. It is Monday evening, tax day, April 15th. And a lot has happened since I did my recap the week with Conservative Mama on Friday. Went to my son's baseball Saturday. And then as we were heading to my daughter's volleyball, I'm getting all these alerts that Iran is attacking Israel. And I'm like, what is going on? So look into that, and sure enough, Iran launched, 170 drones, missiles, all this stuff towards Israel on Saturday. And thank God that Israel was able to defend itself and protect itself, and no serious horrible damage was done. I know that a 10-year-old Arab girl was injured, but no death, thank God. And it was wild to watch some of these videos. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I saw like drones going over the Dome of the Rock, which is right on the Temple Mount, which was pretty unreal to see that. It just thinking like, wow, what if one of those drones hit the Dome of the Rock? Then what happens then? So many thoughts going through my head, and now seeing a lot of these Palestinian protests happening around the country, with so many people standing in support of Iran and Palestine, and watching them burn American flags. And I'm thinking, what is going on? And you gotta think a lot of these people that have such a disdain for America, hate for America, most likely came in through our open border. A bunch of them, I bet you did. So, and you wonder, if there's something planned here in the United States. And I pray that that's not the case. But at the same time, you're seeing people that really hate this country in this country showing support for a country that chants death to America. And it's really disturbing. And then I'm hearing a lot of talk. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but I'm hearing a lot of talk of people saying that Christians, they want this, right? Because they want the Dome of the Rock destroyed, and then they can see that, the temple rebuilt, and the Jewish people want that because that ushers in the Messiah, and all of these things. And for me, as a believer who does believe in biblical prophecy, who does believe that there's a lot of unfulfilled biblical prophecy, and the Temple Mount playing a role in that, I know that you can't force God's hand in anything. You can't say, okay, all of this is done now, God, move, or do whatever do your thing. Like, God has a specific timing, and his timing is a perfect timing, and there's nothing that humans can do to usher something in or to cause something that's not in God's timing. And no one knows, the hour or the day of when we will see Jesus's return and all of this, yet to be fulfilled prophecy fulfilled. Like, we don't know. And you can't force God to do something. God is going to move when God wants to move. He's God. He sees the beginning just like he sees the end. And I said this on Friday, like, God sees it all, right? He sees it all, and nothing is catching him off guard. Like, nothing. There's no, Iran's attacking it. Like, that's not, he sees it. And so even in the midst of all of this craziness that I feel like I'm witnessing, and it does feel like it's accelerating, I know that God is sovereign, and his timing is the perfect timing, and there's nothing that we can do as humans to push him to do what we want him to do, right? Like so a lot of this is just craziness, but I also do think that God will use people that are not even serving him to complete his will or to fulfill what he has spoken. And we've seen that in the Bible. We've seen that we saw that with King Cyrus. We saw that even like with the wickedness of Nebuchadnezzar, we saw Daniel in captivity in Babylon, like writing end time events. Like God will place his people where he wants them, in the midst of wicked rulers, in the midst of even wicked rulers carrying out what God said will be. So I'm not freaking out about any of it. I really am not. But I am taken back, and I've said this before, by the amount of people that are starting to turn up and stand against Israel. Like, that has thrown me. I didn't see that one coming. And I should have. I should have, but I didn't. I was like, no, Israel's a good guy. Like, we stand with Israel. And even though, like, yes, there's some shadiness and globalist ties, and I know the Rothschilds ties and all of that stuff, and a lot of one world government types tied to Israel, but I know that God sees that. Like, he also sees that. But he does have a remnant. He does have a people. And when he spoke to the promises to Israel, he even laid out the land in Genesis 15. Like, the land is specific. So it's not like, oh, that Israel's not Israel. No, Israel's Israel. It's the same Israel in the Bible. And even it's bigger, actually, in the Bible, in Genesis 15, that land. So yeah, there's a lot of, like, shadiness around some of it, but at the same time, I know that God sees it. And even when he was having Daniel write end time events, or John the apostle writing end time events in Revelation, like, he saw our time now. Like, he saw us right now where we're at. And so he's not caught off guard. But it is interesting all that's unfolded since the last time I did a video on Friday. So it's just crazy. I wanted to touch base with you guys. I would love to know your thoughts on this. And we're just going to watch this play out. I know that Israel is planning on a retaliation. A lot of people are saying, well, it should just be done at this point. But let's remember that Iran is the head of the snake, right? Who is funding Hamas? Who is funding Hezbollah? It's Iran. And so ultimately, yes, Hamas attacked Israel on October 7th, but who made that happen? We know that Iran is behind a lot of this. So they're attacked, Israel retaliates, and, I think the IDF took out, 7 military people in the military, in the Iranian military in Damascus. And so Iran is saying that this attack, this drone attack, is a retaliation for that. And now it's like time to call it even. But it's like they attacked October 7th. Israel went and attacked, Damascus and killed Iranians there. And then Iran attacks back with drones, and it's like, well, so now Israel's not supposed to do anything. And there's also, like, all sorts of stuff being talked about. I know that Ben Shapiro mentioned this, but supposedly Iran told Turkey that they were going to attack, and then Turkey told the U.S. that they're going to attack, and there was, like, some discussion there. I saw the press briefing at the White House today with John Kirby, and he's saying, no, we never knew about it, we didn't hear about it. But that's not what's being reported. It's being reported that the U.S. did know about it and basically said, well, don't do anything too irrational, which is just crazy because Israel is an ally. So it's like, to even know that and to say something like that is crazy to me. So I feel like this administration, the Biden administration, is playing both sides. Especially when you look at that we released the $6 billion for a prisoner swap, and you got to wonder, where was this $6 billion spent? Like, obviously, possibly in some drone attacks. So here we are, and we're just going to watch this unfold. I am praying for Israel, praying for the peace of Israel, the peace of Jerusalem, and hopefully we don't see more people turn on Israel. I mean, that's a big concern of mine. Sorry, guys. I'm at the tail end of this stupid cold, and it's like the coughing phase where it's just like so annoying, and I'm coughing at inconvenient times. But anyways, that is my minute with Mama. I would love to know your thoughts, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.